It's time for some Buster Quest. Hey everybody, welcome back to the AnKorage. And guess what I have to do today? I have to go to the dentist. I'm going only for a cleaning, but many people would say, well, that's just bait to get someone in here so that, we'll clean their teeth, but then we'll have the dentist look at it and tell you what you need to have filled or pulled or canaled or who knows what. I'm just going for a cleaning. I don't have anything going on. So, but in other world, Ghostbusters world, we're gonna be working with the Neutrona wand from the proton pack. Of course, this was sold separately, and I've done a modification to it where I've replaced the speaker in a previous episode of Buster Quest. And, I replaced that little teeny AM fidelity speaker. Obviously, it was just like, this is just any kind of speaker. We just throw in any of our toys. So we're just going to throw it in this one too. But I improved it with a JBL Bluetooth speaker that I kind of had to hack and slash a little bit in order for it to get in there. But as far as the proton pack itself goes, nothing's been damaged on that. I'm keeping the value of it. So I have improved it, but I haven't damaged it. So there we go. So, but for this, for this guy, and if I can get this off of here. 1 second. There we go. I improved the handle as well. I had gone out and I purchased this. This is a snap-on handle that just snaps over it like that, and it, basically returns it to its 1984 equivalent, which is a lot more, I dare say authentic to the original, But at the same time, it kind of makes sense to update that handle to that shotgun pump grip one. Makes it a little easier to grab onto it, stuff like that. I think that was done for McKenna Grace because, she has small hands. And she definitely had small hands when they filmed Afterlife. So, and of course, on the handle here, the fire button's over here on the side. She couldn't reach with her thumb to it, so they put in a little momentary switch right here, and so that she can just use her finger when she's grabbing it like that. So what we've got here on this is, is this portion here. Now, in Afterlife, this was wrapped with, dare I say, military tape, but, green military, gaffer-like tape, stuff like that. And it's a nice look. It looks fantastic, but it's awfully thick. It's very, very thick. And we can see down here that this is, similar to this grip here, because it's got the finger placements, and there's one here, and you've got evidence of finger placements further down the tape right here. So, but what a number of people have done is they've lopped that off, and they've done their own thing with it. And that is where I purchased this. And this here is something that I bought from the same outfit. I believe it was the same outfit. I'd have to double check. That I bought that front grip from. So I purchased this recently, but I haven't done anything with it, so I'm going to open it right now. here we are. You know, it's wrapped up. It's got a little bit of a note in here. Thank you. And in the word "you," the O is a No-Ghost logo. That's cute. For purchasing our 3D printed 80s grip mod for the Ghostbusters Plasma Series Spengler Neutrona one, we appreciate you. Ghost logo. That's pretty cool. Now, the outfit that I bought this from was... Where are you at? Blah, blah, blah. Where's the address? That's an odd name. But it's from, 3D printing out of Indiana. So, it's an Etsy store. So, let's get this unwrapped. And here we are. This is another grip, 3D printed, and you can tell it's 3D printed because it's got your print lines, of all the different layers of the filament. So there's that. And the purpose of this is it's going to go right here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to remove this piece, take that off, and you're going to see it's not a problem with it. It's just, it's just what's necessary for this. This is just going to come on and it's just going to snap on. And so that's going to be fun because this is very stiff plastic. I mean, it is malleable to an extent, but not very. So in order to get this off, we're going to have to cut it off. Now, because of my modification with the speaker, I've already hack and slashed it, so I'm going to have to hack and slash this piece off. But, and I need a good, strong tool for it, so I'm going to be using these. These are my pruning shears. So I'm just going to have to get in here and cut it. So why don't we do that? Trying to do this in a good spot. Okay, I have to stop because this is not going very easily, and I've already broken this piece off, so I have to glue this back on to the speaker. So I'm going to need a different utility to do it. Okay, I have to switch over from this guy to the dangerous tool, my little hobby knife. So, and I don't want to risk myself poking myself, so I have to go underneath here, keep my hand underneath it, and gently. And of course, when I push in, it just automatically flies out. So I gotta see if I can get this done set a different way. Okay, this is working out a lot better. So it's like it's an X-Acto hobby knife. So, and it cuts very nicely. So I just gotta go very slow. Okay, there we go. And there it is. I'll put that off to the side. And we can see here, well, there was evidence of a little bit of dry brushing. Cool, fine, whatever. But you can see that in here, let's see if we can use this to point. You can see in here, that this is just, it's recessed. And so the whole purpose of this is this just comes in and snaps on. So we'll just put that and we'll just squeeze it in. Try to, goes the other way. No, doesn't go that way. Come on, get on there. There we go. There we go, just like that. So, there we go, there's our handle. So, but since we had this stuff sitting on here, so what I did was I brought out my trusty New Hampshire duct tape. So we're going to put a little bit of this on here. Okay, I've cut it here, and so I have a length of it. So what I want to do is, because we have these finger holes, we need the tape to kind of go around it. This will make it a little more difficult. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it down the middle. So we have narrower strips. So, take that, get that little string off of there, and then I am going to put this on. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to have this out in the front. So I'm going to put this, yeah, like that, and then I have to kind of put it on kind of like similar to when a hockey player is taping up their stick. So, of course, with that, we don't just go straight. We don't do it square. So I'm using my knife here to kind of tuck it down a little bit. So, and then similar to a hockey stick, we do it just off square. And we wrap it around, making sure that in between the finger grips, we kind of like, you know, we grip it. So there's that. Alright, so there's one piece right there. Just like that. And then what I'll do is I'll take the other piece and I'll do the same thing in the other direction. And of course, that is like that. So, take that, put you like that, and we will wrap it around. Alright, and there we go. Let's move the stuff out of the way. Of course, it's so bright, can't really see it all that well. Let's see if I can darken it up just a little bit so you can see that better. Okay, I darkened it up a little bit so I'll be able to see a little better, hopefully. So, got it on. Take this. I'll get my fingers on there to kind of make sure that the tape is touching the grip. And there we go. So there we are. So it looks pretty good. Alright. Okay, so here we are. We've got the Neutrona wand and got the grip replaced, everything like that. And I've got the New Hampshire duct tape around it. And it's a lot better feel. I like that. You know, I squished my fingers down on the tape to make sure it gets up underneath there. And it's really good. So there we are. So yeah, I'm going to say it again. So, and there we are. So this is really good. It looks complete. So, and yeah, there we go. Why don't we go put it on? And here we are. It's back on the pack. And you can see that heatsink piece on the speaker is off right now. I'm going to glue that back on, with some Gorilla Glue. There we go. And that'll be fixed. So no big deal. But yeah, there's the first one I bought for that grip. And you can see the one that I bought up here for this grip. And you can see the New Hampshire duct tape. And it's looking really good. I like that. There we go. All right, so that's this edition of Buster Quest. But was it fun to do? Yeah, it was fine. I'm thankful I didn't stab myself with my utility knife or my hobby knife, because I did that once. Probably back in the spring. It was on this finger. So, oh, whatever. Anyways, so got that done. And I'm very excited for the new Haslab that's going on. It's a funding campaign for what they're calling the 2 in the box for a ghost trap and a PKE meter. And they're just over 14,000 backers as of today, or this moment. And they need just about 1,000 more to get the second stretch goal, which is a holster for the trap, and then they need 18,000 backers for a holster for the PKE meter. And I like the fact that they're doing that, because people that buying these things, they would definitely want to have those holsters. And of course, they've got the stretch goals, where they need 15,000 for the holster for the trap, and then they need 18,000 for the holster on the PKE meter. Guys, this is to Hasbro. You have that backwards, because people are going to want the holster for the PKE meter before they want the holster for the trap. Why? Because the PKE is smaller, you hold it in your hand. The trap is larger, is less desirable. So, with that, you guys may be looking at it like, well, yeah, that's exactly why we're doing it the way we're doing it, is because it's the trap holster is less desired, so why don't we give that to them first? And because the PKE meter one is more desirable, so they should, we want our money, and then we'll give it to you. No, that's the wrong approach. You give the people what they want. You don't necessarily do what is going to look better in your pockets. Or your bottom line. There, I said it, but you do what you do. There you go. And I'm going to have more Buster Quests in the future between now and the release of the 2 in the Box campaign. And there we go. I did recently watch the Q&A questions and answers video. And I did see that one of my things that I was hoping for is actually happening, which is on the pedal. I don't know I can't remember what it was that's called, but it's that piece that sticks up. Excuse me. And, it's translucent plastic with some metal plates and stuff like that inside. And, in my video, I mentioned that for that piece, because that piece can go on, be true to the original from the 1984 film, and it sticks up, whereas in Afterlife, it sticks backwards, and I think that was just for the sake of the camera angle. It made it a little easier to get the full foot, Egon's foot, as he put it down, and also, Callie's foot when she stomps on it at the end of the film. But in the Q&A, they mentioned that the innards that we see will be metal. So that's good. Alrighty. And that the wings on the PKE meter are going to be a little thinner, and the LEDs themselves are going to be a little more prominent. That's excellent. For those wings, changing the dimensions of them and everything, that's fantastic. But don't have it be plastic. Have it be metal. So that's important. That's an important thing that people are going to want to make. You're going to want that to make it different from everybody else's. Everybody else's is plastic. So take the lead, make it metal. There you go. So, but it's looking very good so far. 14,000 backers, and let's see what's going on. Of course, in my previous video, I'm like, oh, hopefully it would be nice to see if they got like 30,000 backers. Are we actually going to meet that? Probably not, but it would be nice. I'm watching the campaign. I'm watching that total go up slowly. But like was said in that Q&A video, that of course you get your order spike at the beginning, and there's one in the middle, and then there's one at the end when it's about to end. The beginning and the end makes sense. The one in the middle, that's nice. It's nice that it happens, and and then in between the middle and the ends, they get a lull. You get a little bit more, a few more backers, a few more backers, a few more backers. All right, people, let's get this done. Let's get it up as close to 30,000 as we can. I know you can do it, so let's do it. So there we go. So that was this edition of Buster Quest, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you later.